So today we're heading to Cheddar Gorge, which is in Somerset, right?
Mm-hmm.
Somerset. It's actually the UK's largest gorge as well, which is pretty cool. And it's believed to be the home of the UK's, I think, first complete human skeleton, which was 9,000 years old. Which is crazy.
That is insane.
9,000. So yeah, we're heading there. More snacks. We're stopping for a quick coffee break. Gonna grab a coffee for the rest of the journey. We've just stopped off for a coffee. Well, at least panicked and got a peach iced tea.
Which is disgusting. I do not recommend it. I'm going to drink it because it's cold. Oh, okay. Apparently it's now quicker to go through Bristol.
We're just driving through Bristol at the moment. For some reason the sat-nav's taken us like right through the centre of Bristol. But I just noticed they have those really funky electric scooters, and I love them so much. I literally, if you ever go to any like capital city or anything like that, I know they have them in Oslo in Norway and they have them in Helsinki in Finland, and I've done them both there, and they are like 100% the best way to get about. So much fun, and you get to see the city like almost on foot but without the effort of walking. We've just arrived in Cheddar Gorge. It is insanely cool. It took us so bloody long to get here. We're supposed to take like what, 2 hours? So today, obviously, as per usual, I'm with Elise.
Hi.
Yeah, it was supposed to take us about 2 hours, and it ended up taking what, like 3?
And a bit.
3. We're crossing. No, we're not crossing. Yeah, it took us about 3 hours. But we're here. It's awesome, and we're going to show you around. So there's actually loads of caves and stuff around Cheddar Gorge as well, which is awesome. I remember coming here when I was a kid. We would come with my dad all the time. Not all the time, but sometimes. And you can go into the caves. I think at the moment they're closed, but I mean, this isn't one of them, but you get the gist. So the caves are usually here. They're obviously closed at the moment, but we can try and get a sneak peek. In there, goes through into the caves. At the Lion Rock Tea Rooms and Garden. So I've gone for the tropical smoothie. Elise has got tap water, standard. I went for chips, and Elise has got a cheddar sandwich.
I think we just follow Gorge Walk, 5.5 kilometres.
We're starting our walk. Elisa said it's the Gorge Walk, so heading this way. Trying to do the Gorge Walk. Because it was warm and I was rushing out of the house yesterday, I'm totally unprepared. I'm wearing sandals, so
Good luck with that.
this is just extra mountain training prep for when I have proper shoes. Like, if I can do it in sandals, although the path is getting more and more stony.
The step is as tall as me.
Oh no.
What? Yeah, Gorge Walk. Okay.
Oh, goddamn small legs. But it says permissive footpath.
No, it says Gorge Walk. Orange arrow.
Where?
Oh my god.
Okay, no, I don't need to see
Oh
it.
my god.
Thank you, dear.
Okay, have fun in sandals.
Oh, I hate you so much. What?
Only walk I've ever found on all trails that says hard.
Oh my god. We've literally...
We've got about 20 metres.
We've So I'm just making bad decisions so you don't have to. And this is your sign not to wear sandals when hiking. I hate how on the camera it always looks so smooth and not high at all. And in reality, it is so pretty though. It's so pretty with all the trees. They're like wobbly as well. I don't know what you call that, but with all the rocks. And we continue to climb that way. We've spotted a cave. Should we go look in it? There's teenagers sat outside. Let's find another cave. So I found this tiny little caterpillar trying to climb up. It's really hard to get him in focus because he keeps moving around. But he's trying to climb up the tree on an invisible string. I can see what looks like the top of the hill. So we're going down this bit, back up that bit, and it looks like a really good view. So where we are in Cheddar Gorge, it's actually really close by to Bristol. So it's really good if you're in Bristol, or if you're kind of doing a day trip to Bristol, you can easily tag it on with loads of good hikes. What have you found?
There's people having a barbecue. I didn't want to walk past them alone.
I thought you were going to say something much worse. Oh, okay. So we've now got literally no one around us and the views are unreal. Walking. God, look at this view. Crazy stuff. It's like a UK version of the Grand Canyon, but like really small because obviously, you know. But it is, like I said earlier, the largest canyon in the UK, and it's a very cool place to come. You've got some great views. It's got like that quintessentially British little kind of village as well, so there's really cute tea rooms and things, places to get ice cream and stuff like that. We've come right to the sort of end of this bit that juts out into the gorge, and it is just unreal. A sneaky peek.
Granny said something yesterday. I was like, it's actually like so true. I can't remember it now. It sounds so much better in French, but in translated, it's something like called to the mud, and it means like you want to be like in nature, like with the earth kind of thing. Like you feel more comfortable, like barefoot, just kind of sat. Like you want to be like in nature. She was like, do you want to just go and find a hut and we'll live in it? And I was like, yes.
Ideal.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I feel that a lot. Just wanting to be like away from like all the stuff that doesn't matter.
I think I'd be so happy if I could learn how to sort of grow stuff on a little plot of land.
Yeah.
I think I'd be so content with that.
Like be self-sustainable.
In like a tiny little cottage with a fireplace. I'd be more than happy.
This looks like a puzzle.
Oh.
Oh, is it that side? So I was gonna say at the beginning of this walk that it's quite a hard walk. Like you can see, I'm dishevelled. It's quite a hard walk, but it's just kind of that first bit that's quite difficult, and then you get to like this and it's kind of flat. So once you're over the first bit, it's not too bad, and then you are rewarded with really good views, so it's worth it. So we just spent like a good 10 minutes looking for my lens cap, thinking it had fallen out of my bag, and I'd stored it in my top and it just fell out and we found it. Vlogging 101. We've done a lot of like UK hikes and stuff over the last few months where obviously we've been in lockdown and things, and to be honest I've actually really enjoyed just exploring the local area a little bit more, because I feel like when you can travel you automatically want to go like to all these far-flung destinations and you kind of forget about what's on your doorstep. And yeah, it's been really nice to just explore locally like all the cool places like here, and loads of other walks we've done all around like Surrey Hills and stuff like that, and Cornwall and things, although Cornwall's like a little bit further away from where I live normally. It's still really close considering, you know, you fly off 14 hours or whatever it is to the other side of the world. So yeah, there's so much to explore in the local area, so it's definitely worth, while we still kind of travel's a bit iffy, having a bit of explore around where you live. So we're walking back down now to the car.
We didn't actually do the hike,
we didn't do the whole hike.
We did what I joked about, go up to the top of the hill, look at the view and come back down.
Basically, we didn't do the whole hike. We found some wild goats. It really reminds me of the US and some of the hikes I did there. I can't actually remember the exact name of the hike, but just generally being in the woods, in the forest, you can see it behind me here. It's got that kind of feel to it where you kind of feel like you're not near any cities or anything like that. Even though it's so close to Bristol, you just feel out in the middle of nowhere, and it's so nice just to explore somewhere and get away from all the like everyday kind of pressures and craziness. So we're going back down, you'll see behind me, into the town of Cheddar, which is where we had lunch earlier. We were gonna grab a drink, but we don't have time. We're gonna have to rush back because of the traffic. That is the only downside if you visit on a weekend. You've got to kind of calculate the traffic and stuff in. But it depends obviously where you're going back to, or if you make a weekend of it, even better. So last weekend we were obviously in London, and you could not get further from it, to be honest. The busyness of London, isn't it? It's so different just being here. And yeah,
no hangover.
There's something to be said for not drinking, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got up pretty early this morning, came down here. It just feels so good to be outside of London, to be honest, outside of like anywhere hectic, and get some good views and cool places like this. Just we're good. I just came up with a fantastic idea of getting an ice cream. What do you think of that? Cool, thank you. Can I like at least an ice cream? It's time to sleep. Where? On this side. Oh, so bad. You caught it in your hand. Elise has found the cheese shop. Okay. Look at all these flavours of cider. There's so many. Got like even rhubarb. give these a try. There's a guy up there and he's scaling the rock. How cool is that? Even more so giving me Yosemite vibes. So we were just talking about how this area is actually formed.
It was floods during the ice ages over the last 1.2 million years, and the frost blocked the caves with ice and mud, which meant that when it melted the water couldn't get through, so it had to like come out through the rock, and it was forced out, and then the rock broke away and it eventually caused a massive gorge. And then in the summer the water flowed underground, leaving a lot of the gorge dry, which is why it has no river, but there's an underground river that comes out at the bottom there, which is what we saw earlier.
So we made it back to the car just in time. Just had a few goes with the drone, which you will see. There's some guys over there that are climbing and I'm really jealous. I kind of want to have a go at climbing, although I feel like I'd probably fall straight off, to be honest. Found these really cool like stone circles kind of things. But yeah, we found our mini. There he is! Below all the giant cliffs.